passage didn't have much figurative language, so do you think that if it did have figurative language, it would like display the point better?
No, I think if it had more figurative language, it'd have been more a biased passage.
Yeah,
Because
they're not trying to display.
They're not biasing it. It's like an overview.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
like
trying to
what
show
happened.
something, but they're not trying to make you agree
Persuade
with it.
you with it.
Yeah, they could have like really been biased just writing about this topic, but I think they did a good job like using facts and not much of it their opinion or figurative language.
Well, there wouldn't be much. I don't feel like there's much opinion in this topic either,
Yeah.
because they're just talking about. They formally accused the Russians of hacking. So
That kind of goes with what Jake just said. Like, do you think the accusations against the Russians are true, or do you think it's just because Vladimir Putin said that he was on Trump's side, and and then a couple weeks later, the DNC gets hacked by Russian hackers?
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
I think it's true, but I don't get why. I mean, I understand why they some Russians would do it, but not so many that it would change the outcome.
I don't really understand it because you don't know what they're saying. I don't know because it's the U.S. government and I want them to be telling the truth.
Yeah.
So.
Do you agree with the accusations that like Russia was trying to hack?
Russia,
I do agree because our country's kind of split in two right now because conservatives believe that they did hack it, but then some liberals are against it. Yeah. And I think it is true because even though Vladimir Putin said that his website gets hacked 10,000 hackers daily.
yeah,
I mean, anytime there's going to be an election, there's going to be a ton of people trying to hack it anyways.
And it said that Hillary was going to win by a landslide, but when it have Trump winning, kind of raises some suspicion.
but that goes back to your question where are they just being is it just this thing where they got hacked by the Russians and they found it was from a Russian and then they accused them, but then
they could just find someone from Cuba doing it or something.
and then Vladimir Putin said that every day his website gets hacked, and it could be by Americans, and he doesn't do anything about it. So that's where I'm kind of skeptical on that part.
Yeah. So would you trust this article's information and what they say about the thing?
Yes, I would, because this has a lot of quotes from the people.
Yeah, there's a lot of quotes and a lot of factual.
Yeah, it's all facts.
And the two authors they're reporters for.
Yeah.
I think.
Is it New York Times?
No, it's not New York Times, but
After I did it, it was.
But they're both special.
Yeah.
They're
Political
reporters.
writers.
Yeah, they're political reporters.
I looked up one of the writers, and he only does political views. So I bet he's better on the subject than most
And
people.
I look at some articles from both authors that they wrote, and they both have good sources to back them up.
Yeah, I agree with Caleb, because this is facts that he would probably get from the U.S. From in a press conference from the director of the Homeland Security. So I don't see how this is going to be a biased passage. I think this is all facts.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And the topic because they're talking about the Russians hacking, and then having it being unbiased, and it kind of, what's the word? Kind of raises suspicion with the time that we're in, because even though today is Trump's inauguration, and
it's just kind of a lot of people weren't very happy with the outcome of the election, so I don't know how this is this the truth or
Yeah, I think it was somewhat wrote to stir up stuff about it too.
yeah. So it says describe the focus of each paragraph and paragraph passages arrangement. So I thought it would start with the overview of the situation, it starts out, the U.S. formally accused Russia of hacking the Democratic Party's computer networks. And then when it gets down, it gets more gets more information like who hacked them, and then like
Yeah, there's like no really arrangement of the article, but like at the beginning it kind of goes from like the facts, and then it goes down to like it's like they're kind of like trying to persuade the readers that the Russians did end up hacking it.
yeah, with like they had these names that they gave out like
At the at the end, it was like kind of biased when he said, "I applaud the administrator's decision to publicly name Russia as the source of hacks into the U.S. political institutions."
Well, that wasn't by the writer. This isn't a biased passage. That was by Congressman Adam Schiff, the senior Democrat on the U.S. House Intelligence Committee. So
And then like before even they say that because like they at one point they thought they had like a strong source to back them up with the Russians hacking.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what exactly it was, but like one, it was I think Trump's, but like because they had at one point that they said that they almost admitted that their team almost admitted that they hacked it.
I just was going back and so when I looked up the information about the author, it's not thoroughly the information like in the text that's factual. It's like the people that he has talking in it that's more persuasive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you agree with a lot of the article, or like
Yeah.
the points that he made?
I feel like yes, because it's not like you can just go into the files of the U.S. and see
Yeah.
who hacked them. I think he got all this. I can't just find this information like from some like blog or something. It would have to be like from a press conference or like some public announcement.
I agree with it, but like I don't think they're ready to make a full accusation and like
If you were to write this article, would you like use the same way of writing that he did, or use more facts or opinions?
No. I feel like it has a lot of facts, but then the opinions that are used aren't his opinions. They're like Vladimir Putin's opinions, and then
Yeah.
Like I would write it kind of like him
It
because
depends,
like I
like-
wouldn't show any bias
Yeah.
because like that would probably make a lot of people mad.
Yeah.
yeah, it depends who you're trying to get at. Like everyone or just like United States people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless there's like it's like 100% positive that they did hack it. You probably want to show no bias.
I feel like it was not a biased passage.
Would you guys like? Would you use other information by the author, or like a different article by the author? Do you think he's like a good author that would make good passages about the?
Yeah, I think he is a very good person.
I like how he doesn't use like biasness or anything in his passages.
And instead of like having him be the one that's biased, he uses other people to be biased for him.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing that kind of doesn't like get me, that I'm like kind of confused about, is it said that it was like the first person who they thought it was hacking was like a Romanian person, and then now it's a Russian.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand how that works. Yeah, they just switched it.
And like that's how like corrupt our government is, because like one day it could be, because like it talks about how it could be like the Puerto Rican, no,
Yeah.
well like some, yeah, like the Romanians one day, and then the next day it's Russians. That just shows you how we make like the United States government makes giant accusations.
Yeah, like
And
I don't know if they
big
should have made it
decisions.
this early, like an accusation against Russia, because
Yeah,
they don't
just
have that much
think about
evidence
it
to
and
back
like
it up.
look at what you're doing before
Yeah.
you just